What is up, everybody? It's Cross here, and I'm taking a request from one of my teammates today, and I'm going over parts of my armory. Today, I'm going to cover my SMGs and PDWs. Technically the same class, but a few differences to go over. But let's just go ahead and jump into some of my guns. So, I'm going to start off with the PP-19. This magazine is right here, holds 1,000 rounds. It's a flash mag and has suffered a little bit of damage since I've actually started using it. My PP-19 is a all power, all range, and no accuracy kind of gun. That's exactly why I have it looking like it's something that was thrown in the trash for a couple of years. So I'm purposely having it all rust out, look like it's been, like I said, in the garbage for a few years. My ace bandage, buttstock. It's actually really comfortable, believe it or not. And like I said, this thing has no accuracy at all, so I don't plan on putting any sights on it. It has an M130 spring inside of it. I believe it clocks in just about 380 feet per second, which is really high for an SMG. But it's not the stronger one we got on the end. But like I said, it balances no accuracy. Love how real it is to the real gun. It's super lightweight for being full metal. It actually took me a while to figure out how to put a battery in this. I didn't know you actually had to just flip this little switch and pull the handguard off. And because it's all rusted, the little switch is really hard to turn. But I do like this gun. It's one of my mystery box guns that, surprisingly, I wasn't disappointed after I started getting to use it. I don't use it very often because this is more like a wasteland loadout weapon. But it's a very good gun to use on full auto, especially when you just need to put people's heads down and let your guys advance. It's very loud, very, very powerful, and very scary when it hits metal. I might use this a little bit more, but for right now, it's just going to literally sit somewhere just to rust, because that's what I want to do with this. So, moving on, we're going to move straight into my next mystery box gun. I was actually really happy with this one. This is my G&G ARP9. It's a magazine, also a high capacity. Not a flash mag gun like that one, but really, really slim, really slick. You can actually put those in pistol mag pouches if they have the retention. M9 works pretty well. But this was actually my most advanced gun until I got my Scarab out of another mystery box. Has the programmable trigger unit. It's very, very loud. Another one, if you just want to scare people or even cause a diversion to pull them towards you, this, I keep it just like this. Nothing goes on this gun with me because it's a point and shoot kind of gun. I like to, I've only used this twice, so I actually haven't got to use it as tactically as I want to. The first time I actually was just taking corners as quick as possible and hitting people with burst fire, which is honestly locked in this. We actually just got this fixed. It had a gearbox lock, so I used a 7.4 instead of an 11.1 inside of it. Gearbox lock, we took all the gearbox out, unlocked it, put it back in. Had some trouble with the selective fire, fixed the selective fire, and just it doesn't activate the trigger unit anymore. But so I have a semi-burst ARP9. It's a very fast gun, very light, very well designed actually. I thought about buying one when they first came out, but I got it in the mystery box instead, so I didn't need to buy it. With it recently fixed, I'm planning on using it just a little bit more than I used to. I'm trying to get a M4 holster for it, just so I can just carry it with me. But that's the ARP9, fast, loud gun, easy to cause a distraction or lure the enemy to you. Next up, I'm going to go over one of my free guns. This is my UMP 45. I hate how almost all my SMGs have high capacity magazines, but magazines for this gun they're just too expensive. This is my SWAT gun. If I ever get a SWAT get up, this is the gun I'm going to be running. Now this is one of the older models, so I wouldn't trust these too much if you get them for free, but it's a really cool free gun. The newer models are sitting there north of 240, 250. But this one I got because it was so crappy. The original owner lost the screws and one of the rails. He broke the charging handle that's supposed to be right here, and it has a delay in the trigger, so when you pull the trigger, you're gonna have almost a whole second of delay before the BB fires out of here. And it's an electronic delay. We have to trying to fix it. So when I do use it, it is in full auto. But the collector's stock is pretty cool. So, and this is a full plastic gun. It's so light. And it's built tough. This thing has actually survived a few falls from what I know. And it's just been a trooper the whole time. It still works. It's just the delay is too heavy for a good gameplay with this. So eventually I'm going to open this up, try to either fix that delay or just get rid of the delay completely and upgrade this. Oxide wants to HPA it just for, the giggles and poops. So we're going to put this villain back on the wall. I wish I actually had some gameplay footage of last time I used it. We had the unit fixed for a temporary amount of time. It didn't last the whole day. So now I'm going to get into my prize, P90s. Now, P90s got really popular in the airsoft world after she appeared. Now, don't get me wrong, I watched the anime. She's a great P90 user. I actually like her magazine holders. Those are pretty cool. Wish you could find some of those in OD green or something. But my P90s are a lot more tactical than hers. So I've actually liked P90s a lot longer before than when she appeared. I actually loved using these in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, especially in multiplayer. People didn't expect these to have such a good use in real life, video games, or even airsoft. So if I were to take this off, which actually let's go ahead and pull this one out. So this one's down because the mag latch is broken. It suffered a Humpty Dumpty fall. That's where the barrel ends. You turn a corner and you got maybe an inch or two when you actually turn that corner to surprise the enemy. Now, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to expect you to just turn corner really quickly like you're in Rainbow Six. But this P90 shoots about 327 feet per second. I actually know that for a fact because every time I chrono it, that's what it shoots. That one shoots a little higher on the end, sitting at 386 feet per second with 0.25 gram BBs. That's why I said this is not the strongest one. This one I actually bought. It was free upgraded. This was the one I got out of my mystery box. I always keep my sling on this one. This is actually yeah, I was gonna say it right. Tacticaled out. Cool little suppressor. Can't put foam in here sadly. A little bit of waste of money, but oh well. I got my pistol laser on the side, and I have one of my friends. I consider it a micro T1 red dot on top, so it's been doing really good. I'm waiting to see him so I can return it to him, but hey, it's doing a good job. It did great in Saratov. It does great on the P90. But yeah, these are all my SMGs. I love every single one of them. Well, to an extent. I'll say that. Each one has their own specific field of play, suppression, diversion, project, and just everything in between for complete just takedowns. Of course, I use the P90s more than all the others because they're my favorite. But I do have one more SMG on the way. It's not in yet, but when it does get in, I'll have a review for that one going up because it's gonna be my best SMG yet. That's all my SMG PDWs for today. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, hit that thumbs down. Talk to me in the comment section below. And as always, see you on the field. Cross out.